Hello friends, this video we are going to talk about Python Django interview preparation and basic questions. Actually the thing is Python Django is as of now the leading scripting or web UI technology. It's booming now in market. As of now in Django is mostly used for web development framework, and it will be in easy development with web UI if you are something better with Python. So what is Django? Django is a web development framework that was developed in a fast-paced newsroom. It is a free and open source framework that was named after Django, and it is maintained by a non-profit organization called Django Software Foundation. It's open source environment. The main goal of Django is enable web development quickly and with easy as much as possible. So what are the name some companies that make use of Django? So what are the companies they are specifically using for Django? So some of the companies that make use of Django are Instagram, Discuss, Mozilla Firefox, YouTube, Pinterest, and Reddit. So these are all the companies they are using for Django for web UI development. Now Django is booming in market in 2020 after this corona lockdown. So what is the architecture of Django? So the architecture of Django is, if you know the .NET framework, that is model MVC framework is available, model view controller. The same like as Django also model view template. Django also model view controller template, but controller is Django is taking as a self input of controller. So that's what the model view template is available. See, if you are a user, if you are using Django, you are generating through URL and the view model template. Through this view model template, you can access the Django framework. The Django, so what is view and what is model and what is controller and what is template? So view is nothing but that. So what is the user has been seeing? User interface experience is a view. So the view retrieves data from the appropriate model and execute any correlation made to the data and pass it to the template. That is very simple. So user interface is a view. So whatever the model, which means the model as described as database schema or data structure of your framework. So whatever the template is simple like that. It determines how the user sees it. It describes how the data received from the views should be changed or formatted or displayed on the page. How the templates look onto it based on the view. It is a formatted display page is a template. Also controller is it's taken care by Django framework through URL parsing. So there is three things: model, view, controller, and template. Model is simply like that, your backend structure or database schema or your data structure. View is whatever the user has seen, that user interface which has been retrieved data from model, and whatever the template is the how the user sees it and how data received and what should be the format. Maybe the template format may be PDF, template format may be CSV, the formatted templates. What is the controller? Controller is default one in Django framework. It has to take it as a self, and its controller is like a URL parsing. Suppose you have the URL https www.google.com. This is the URL parsing of the controller. The controller will take care of the URL parsing and it will open the login page or the particular web application or web application, because Django mostly work for web UI. So what are the futures of Django? So search optimized engine. SEO means search optimized engine, which means suppose you are going to Google and you are searching something, for example today's weather. If you are searching something, the first one it's coming as a website, that is search engine optimization. Maybe we have thousands of URLs available, thousands of websites are available, but it's taking very quickly first 10 to you. That is search optimize engine. First 10 websites, even that first 10 websites as well, very quick, and within a second it will give us a first two, because the first two is getting very high views. That is search optimization. Even if you go to YouTube as well, first 10 is very high. If it is running million views, that is come into the first position. If you used Django, that search optimization engine has to be work based on the Django and extremely fast, and it has to be fully loaded framework. Fully loaded framework is nothing but that authentication, authorization, administration, RSS feeds, everything has to be loaded with the particular framework, including model view template. Also the very specific is very secure, because it's automatically making it a cross-site scripting, which means cross-site forgery. Nothing but that. If hackers want to hack to something, this kind of cross-site forgery will help to stop from hacking and jacking from crackers. And also, if you know the SQL injection or database injection, that injection also it will stop through clickjacking and cross-site scripting. It is defaultly involved in Django. Also, it is exceptionally scalable, which turn into the meet to the heaviest topic demand. Suppose you have sending very high demands of data and updating data through APIs as well. It will help very fast, and it will be very scalable and securable. And also, developing website with scalar or scalable or securable things you can do with Django. So why Django should be used for web development? It allows you to divide code modules into your logical groups to make it flexible to change. For example, it will flexible as a model view controller. So your data has to be viewed by a user, and it has to be backend authorization coming to the model, and the controller will take care of the URL authentication and URL verification and as well. And also it will give us a template formats as well, reporting things. So these are all the basic things. And also, if you want to be a website administration, it provide auto generated web admin tool. Also, the third thing is it provides pre-packed API for common user tasks. So usually frameworks are depending, our frameworks helps API to run, but it is pre-packaged API within Django framework, and it will help to do the common user tasks. It gives you template system to define custom template for your web page to avoid code duplication. So it's giving us a custom template. Also, it enable you to define the URL to be a given function. As I already mentioned, the controller model view controller formation will help you the URL define and URL definitions to give you a function. Also, it enables you to separate business logic from the HTML. Everything. Also, when you see about the Python-Django, everything is in Python. So it's very easy and very quick, and very scalable and securable, and some default admin permissions. So that's what the Python-Django is moving and the booming in technology in RP integration as well as outside of the technology. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching this.